Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and to Senator Udall for holding this hearing. We've got two Alaska-related bills on the table here, the Southeast Alaska Regional Health Consortium Land Transfer Act, as well as the Alaska Native Tribal Health Consortium Land Transfer Act. And I also want to thank and acknowledge the leadership of Senator Heinrich on the STOP Act, the Safeguard Tribal Objects of Patrimony Act of 2019. I'm a lead co-sponsor of that, and as he's pointed out, there's a great deal of support for that, certainly including many of the tribes in Alaska. As to the two land transfers, I do appreciate the committee's time and consideration of these bills. These are necessary to ensure that Alaska's lands and healthcare resources are used in the best possible way. I'm reminded when I look at the bills, one is transferring 10 acres of land down in Sitka so that search can improve the health care provided within the Southeast Alaska region and at Mount Edgecombe Medical Center campus there in Sitka. But search services an area over 42,000 square miles of the Southeast Alaska Panhandle. There's no roads connecting most of the rural communities that they serve. And so what search is seeking to do is construct a hospital that is able to meet the needs, to improve the patient care and help them deliver the best possible care for generations. We also recognize that when you have lousy facilities, it's really tough to get good providers to be recruited. And so an exchange of 10 acres is actually going to help. As it relates to the ANTHC, again, that is a simple transfer between HHS and IHS in order to facilitate, again, the better access to care. So this is a transfer of two parcels of HHS land to the ANTHC. And again, pretty simple, straightforward. As to the STOP Act, I want to speak very briefly to this. And Senator Heinrich has addressed what the bill does by creating this certification system that requires exporters of items that qualify as Native American cultural items or archaeological resources to apply for a certificate so that we're ensuring that only legally obtained items are eligible for removal to other countries. In Alaska, I have heard on numerous occasions from one of our strong Native cultural leaders, Dr. Rosita Worrell of the Sealaska Heritage Institute. She tells the story time and time again how her people have attempted to repatriate their at-u, these are the sacred objects that are held by entities overseas, and the same situation. They're basically auctioned off to highest bidder. These sacred objects, of course, are very personal to the Native people, believed to hold or host the spirits of their ancestors. But then when you see these objects sold to individuals, oftentimes sold to folks who will place them in private holdings, further alienating them from the communities where they belong, it is yet further injustice. So I think the STOP Act, if we are able to advance this, will be a step in the right direction, provide the tools to stop this loss and really the sorrow, the cultural sorrow that arises with it. So I'm pleased to be able to support Senator Heinrich in this effort, and thank you for the assistance with these two other land transfers.